Hello, soon-to-be fifth graders. Today we say goodbye to triangles and tomorrow we start with a new flat or two-dimensional shape. Let's go over today's slide. Problem solving using what we know about triangles angle measurement. Before I get to this, I'm going to remind you of the way we classify triangles. Either by their side, which we call them equilateral if they have three equal sides, isosceles triangles if they have two equal sides, and scalene triangles if they have no equal sides. Or we can classify them and give them names based on angle measurement only. Acute triangles have only acute angles which are smaller than 90 degrees. Right triangle is a triangle that has one right angle, and then obtuse triangle has one obtuse angle which is bigger than 90. Today we're going to put these two names together and make a new name. So we're classifying triangles based on angle measurement and side length. You remember these symbols? If you see two of them, it means two of these sides are equal. So this is an isosceles triangle which has a right angle. So the new name is going to be isosceles right triangle. This triangle has three equal sides, therefore it's an equilateral triangle, and it has three acute angles. So equilateral acute triangle. This triangle has no equal sides, so it's a scalene triangle, and it has one obtuse angle. Together, we can call this triangle obtuse scalene triangle. This is for the names, so we just put the two names based on side lengths and angle measurements together to make a new name, right? Now let's go back to the topic of our lesson. If you remember from previous lessons, we talked about the angle measurements for interior angles. These inside angles, so not the ones that are outside. These are that are trapped in here. The interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees, always. For no matter what type of triangle you have, it's always true. And we can use this knowledge to solve for the missing angles. If this is 90 and all of them together are 180 degrees, these two add together are 90. And because they're equal, each one of them is going to be 45 degrees. We talked about the angle measurement in an equilateral triangle before. It's always 60 degrees because 60 plus 60 plus 60 or 3 times 60 is 180 degrees. For scalene triangle, because the measurements are different, you're just using what you know to solve for the missing angle. You know 20 plus 40 is 60 degrees. You take away 60 from 180 and this missing angle is going to be 120 degrees. You can practice on this link. This is part of the website you worked with before, and tomorrow we're going to work with equilaterals on that. But then for this part of it is just focusing on the interior angles. In a triangle, the three interior angles always add to 180 degrees. We can come down here. I want you to focus on this number and these three numbers. As I change, the only thing that changes are these three. This 180 always stays the same. No matter how big I make it, if I make it obtuse, if I make it even right angle, if I make it, let's see if I can make it acute. This is an acute triangle, right? All of them are below 90 degrees and still this doesn't change. So no matter what type of triangle you make, this is always going to be 180 degrees. These three change, but this is not changing. You can make different types of triangles with it and just explore for yourself. One thing that I want you to notice, this is an arc like this, right? If you remember, we call these points a vertex, and together we call all of them vertices, right? So you see this arc, as soon as I change it to a right angle, it changes to a square, little square, right? This is a symbol for right angle. Okay, loves, this is for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and you have time to practice and learn more about today's lesson. Happy learning.